y'all. What's up? Thank y'all for joining. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. The hell? What is this? Hold on, y'all. This shit here looks weird. All right. I don't know. Can y'all see me good? Let's see. All right. Got my little thing up here. Hey. Hi. How y'all doing? Happy hump day. Let me get my settings and all this right. Good God. Y'all, it's been a busy day. Thank y'all for bearing with me, for waiting for me. Golly. What's she sending me? Oh, okay. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh, my phone is blowing up. All right, I'm live, everybody. I'm live. Okay. Stop sending me stuff. I'm live. All right. Back to my show. Hello to everybody. Thank y'all for being here. I see you all here. Everything said in this video is alleged, in my opinion, and is used for fair use and entertainment. You guys know this is our pop-in. I have added more topics, so it's kind of gonna be not long, but long. More than the usual. Okay, so because we got to catch up. Wednesdays usually be popping with a lot of news. So thank y'all for being here. Let's go ahead and jump on into it. First topic. Y'all know how we do, honey. We don't wait on no 10-minute mark. And none against nobody to do. We jump into the news. All right. Let's go. All right. Sharing. Hello to everyone. All right. So as you guys know, we've been talking about Mr. Mashawn Kneeland, who passed away. He was a Dallas Cowboy player, and he unalived himself by way of single pow wound to the dome. He was going through a lot. As you guys know, his mother recently passed away, and it was a lot for him. So we're just finding out some news. His girlfriend kind of went off the radar after he unalived himself. And for the first time, she's speaking up, and she revealed, as you guys can see on my screen, that she is expecting a child from Mashawn Kneeland. Now, this is a blessing. In disguise, so to speak. He's no longer here, but his seed carries on. Hopefully it's a boy, and this man child can be the next football player to carry on his father's legacy. But this is probably why she was going through so much emotional pain and or agony after finding out that he unalived himself, knowing that they had their first child on the way. So y'all know they said that she did not want to speak to anybody. She wasn't reaching out. She wasn't answering the phone. This is probably why. So let's get into it. Girlfriend of Dallas Cowboys player Mashawn Kneeland, who recently committed suicide, is pregnant with his child. Okay. Y'all know babies are a blessing. So it says that Caitlin, what is that? Mancera, the girlfriend of late Dallas Cowboy star Mashawn Kneeland, is reportedly pregnant. The team announced days after the athlete's tragic passing. It says that Kneeland reportedly never could emotionally get past his mother's passing, as I just told you guys. So this is some good news, okay, that his legacy will get to carry on through his unborn child. Okay, so rest in peace to Mr. Mashawn Kneeland. He was very, very young. I think they said 24 years old when he took his life. Several people he did call to say goodbye, that he was leaving. He was ending it. His girlfriend was calling around trying to get someone to get to him. Y'all heard about how that whole situation went down, but he did ultimately take his life. And I wonder if he knew that she was expecting before he took his life. That makes me wonder now, did he know that she was expecting prior to him taking his life? Because wow, that, you know, I don't know. I don't even want to speculate, but rest in peace to him, and congratulations to her for putting that news out there. So child, it's like congratulations and rest in peace. I hate to say that in the same sentence, but damn, right? Mess. Let's get into it, child. All right. Let's get into our next piece of news. All right, so according to Real Housewives of Potomac news, as you guys know, Wendy Osefo and her husband, Eddie Osefo, they are in some serious legal issues right now. But from what we see, according to the Housewives of Potomac fan page, it says that Real Housewives star Wendy Osefo is selling her $10 million dream home, the one that you guys see on the show, to cover mounting legal bills, you guys, after being accused of a $450,000 insurance scam. It said its sources revealed that her marriage is hanging by a thread. Didn't I tell you I think that they are separated after the explosive money disputes? Said that leaving friends stunned as Wendy battles both courtroom drama and personal turmoil. Okay, she and Eddie are going through it. They have separate lawyers dealing with this case. Between the two of them, they said that this is not just a financial scandal, that it is a reality TV crisis playing out in real time. So it sounds like they're having some marital trouble and financial trouble. Y'all know money make people break up all the time. Okay, as long as things are going well for you and significant other, honey, y'all are going good. As long as and as soon as things kind of go downhill, money start looking funny, and you guys start struggling a little bit. Everybody can't, crack, and people crack under pressure. Everybody can't be under that type of pressure where you're doing well and then you turn around and things are not going as well as far as financially, and you're having to downgrade your lifestyle and things like that, especially when you're trying to please people and keep up with the Joneses. I mean, you got to do what you got to do in order to keep your finances where they need to be legally, of course. Not like these two out here doing fraud as related to insurance scams and frauds as well. But it's saying here that they are having some marital issues, marital turmoil. I said that I felt like they were separated, given their emails back and forth as far as communicating to each other. If you're in the same house, there's no reason to email and or text that person. But it's giving that they are in some marital issues and some financial issues as well as legal. So they got a lot going on. So prayers up to them. They are selling their home because they're probably not going to be able to afford it with everything going on. Eddie he has this very expensive attorney that he's going to have to be trying to pay back as well. His family is stepping in to help out with that, and Wendy has her attorney. So we're gonna see what happens with this. They were also talking about extraditing them if they were found guilty. So maybe that's why they're going ahead to sell their house, because maybe they know, according to their attorneys, they're probably saying, hey, worst case scenario, this is what's going to happen in your case. So you may want to be prepared for such and such and such. So maybe they're starting to sell things, knowing that they're going to be sent back to maybe to Jamaica or wherever it is that they're from. Okay. But that's what's going on with Wendy and Eddie. All right. Y'all can go ahead and comment in the comments if you so desire for that topic. All right. Let's get to the next topic. All right. So you guys remember the show Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta? I watched every episode. That was like my damn show. Every time it came on, baby, I was watching. It was so good. I watched the Growing Up Hip Hop New York as well. I wish they'd bring that show back, or those shows, because I enjoyed watching those, just like I enjoyed the Black Ink Cruise. That was good TV. But you guys remember this next topic with Kiyomi Leslie, which was a girlfriend that rapper Bow Wow had, and they had this huge dispute where he, I guess, was cheating on her. They had this argument that turned physical. She jumped on him and beat the shit out of him. Okay. I probably shouldn't have said it that way, but you see his face. She jumped on him, scratched the shit out of him, and a whole lot of things happened. But the body cam footage has been released. I'm not sure why they decided to do that, because this happened all the way back in 2019. So we're gonna take a look. Let me go ahead and put my trigger warning banner up, because Bow Wow appears to be very, very upset in this damn body cam, and this happened like literally after the physical altercation, when the police came and was questioning him in terms of what was going on. They were asking him, hey, did you hit her? Like, did you assault her as well? So it said that the body cam footage from Bow Wow's 2019 assault case has finally been released. Child, that's a long time. And it raises serious questions. It said, despite visible injuries to Bow Wow's face and his repeated request for her to leave, the officer on scene seemed very indifferent to his side of the story. Said she attacked him, but both were arrested. Now, they said that this is exactly why so many men stay silent after being assaulted. Said that even when they're clearly the victim, they still get treated like the aggressor. They said that just compared to mugshots, her face is untouched while his shows the damage. It says that had the roles been reversed, we all know who would have been the only one in handcuffs. That is kind of like a catch-22 in this situation. Most of the time when we hear about DV, it's most of the time the man is the aggressor in said situation and not the woman. In this situation, I mean, hell, she was like 6 foot tall. Y'all know Bow Wow is a little something. But he does have a type. He like light-skinned pretty girls with bodies. And in this situation, he got into a verbal altercation. And if you watch the show, then you kind of know how she is. She was very insecure. Anytime he talked to a female that he might have known. I remember Little Mama made an appearance on the show. she came into town and he knew her for years. And he was like, oh, that's my own girl. That ain't nothing. But she was still like, don't make me whoop her ass while she all up. She was like that type. I was like, girl, calm down. But she snapped off on him for some odd reason on this particular day, and they got into it, and she whooped up on him. You see his face? I was like, shit. But let's go ahead and get into the body cam footage. Trigger warning. All right, let's go.
You know what I mean?
See this? Okay, see this lamp? We can get right to it. She took the thing off. Right, lamp.
What did she take?
The lamp.
The lamp, okay.
She took my lamp.
And hit you with it?
What? Look at my face.
Okay, and then what did you do?
Nothing. Did you see her face? Nothing. Look how my lip, everything. She went ballistic. Ballistic.
Okay.
Ballistic. And I got witnesses. They were all in the house. She took the thing off. Pow. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? I said, you gotta leave. You need to leave now. I ain't going no fucking where. I'm not going no fucking where. You're gonna leave my house now. I don't care what you call.
You know what I mean?
See this? Okay, see this lamp?
All right,
Get
so
right to it.
and here they got into a verbal altercation, turned physical. She picked up a lamp and threw it and hit him with this lamp. And he told her, you're leaving my house now. She refused to leave, and it escalated from there. And you see his face. Let's continue because there's more.
I never saw my face until just now when you came up and I saw my shit. I'm like, oh my God, my shit is crazy.
Okay.
Scratch my face. I'm walking to my nightstand. I'm walking to my nightstand. I never saw my face until just now when you came up and I saw my shit. I'm like, oh my God, my shit is crazy.
Okay.
Scratch my face. I'm walking to my nightstand. I'm walking to my nightstand. I never saw my face until
he walked his nightstand. She walked up to him and scratched the shit out of him in his face. Y'all see his face? Y'all see that? All under his eye, like she fucked him up. But I'm just saying, he liked those crazy Bow Wow. I'm telling you, Bow Wow liked those crazy, pretty girls with bodies. I'm telling you, you watched the show, you saw it. He liked crazy, pretty girls with body. This one right here, psycho. Now, she was an up-and-coming rapper. I feel like she was clout chasing, trying to date him in order to get her career up and going, because that's what it looked like to me. She got with him. She was trying to record some songs, and she stuck up under him real nice, honey, until she kind of got a little song or two out there. Then she started getting modeling gigs, and all of this stuff only came when she started dating him. And she was very overly jealous and aggressive, and like she was just psycho. I was like, what the hell he doing with her? But as you guys can see, she jumped on him and she hurt him something serious. All right, let's go back to the first tab.
Thing off.
What did she take?
The lamp.
The lamp, okay.
She took my lamp.
And hit you with it?
What? Look at my face.
Okay, and then what did you do?
Nothing. Did you see her face? Nothing. Look how my lip, everything. She went ballistic. Ballistic.
Okay.
Ballistic. And I got witnesses. They were all in the house. She took the thing off. Pow. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? I said, you gotta leave. You need to leave now. I ain't going no fucking where. I'm not going no fucking where. You're gonna leave my house now. I don't care what you call.
You know what I mean?
Shit crazy. I've been in some fights, but I ain't never hit no damn lamp. That's a new level of shit right there. But let's continue.
Now when you came up and I saw my shit, I'm like, oh my God, my shit is crazy.
Okay.
Scratch my face. I'm walking to my nightstand. I'm walking to my nightstand. I never saw my face until just now when you came up and I saw my shit. I'm like, oh my God, my shit is crazy.
Okay.
Scratch my face. I'm walking to my nightstand. I'm walking to my nightstand.
He went straight tiger on his ass. She turned into a tiger. Scratched your shit. It was scissor hand across your face, bitch. But yeah, so y'all see his face? Oh, child. I remember when this shit happened. And this played out on the show as well. This played out on the show as well. So go watch some of the old episodes of Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta. Yeah, it's on there. Okay. Kiyomi Leslie is her name. I remember they ain't got a name up here. I remember the damn name. Just that's how much I watched it. But yeah, she's psycho. And she tore his ass up too. She really did. You know, Bow Wow ain't about that tall. And she was like 6 foot tall, baby. But she snapped off on his ass. I don't know what they were fighting about, but she went off on him. I said, well, hot damn, girl. Is it that serious? They both went to jail though behind that. They both went to jail. I was like, damn. Like they said, did you pinch the bitch at least? I don't even promote violence all the time. I don't promote violence all the time, but like, damn, did you pinch the bitch or bite her or something? Shit. She, baby. Let's move on though. Let's get into this next one, child. Leprechauns out here with these tall ass. Here's another situation because y'all know Tory Lanez, he about that tall. All right, and Megan Thee Stallion, honey, she is all of that a stallion. Okay. Y'all know they had a little situation where he was messing around with Megan and messing around with Megan's friend as well. Something popped off one night after leaving the Kardashians' house. They pulled over in somebody's neighborhood and a pow pow occurred where they're saying that Megan Thee Stallion was pow pow. by Tory Lanez. They went to court. Tory was found guilty and was sentenced to 10 years. All right, he did file an appeal, but it says the California Appeals Court upholds Tory Lanez's 10-year conviction in the Megan Thee Stallion powwowing case. So it's given that you're going to be serving 10 years. So you ain't getting out of them 10 years. The court said, fuck no, get your ass back in there. Leprechaun, walk that way. All right, so the California Court of Appeals has upheld the felony convictions and 10-year prison sentence of rapper Tory Lanez, legal name Daystar Peterson, for the 2020 powwowing of Megan Thee Stallion. Now, according to official court records from the Second District Court of Appeals, the case of the People versus Peterson was decided on November 12th of 2025. That's today. The ruling reads, affirm in full. We affirm Daystar Peterson's conviction. This sentence keeps both convictions and 10-year sentence in place, effectively ending Lanez's main appeal. It says that while this ruling ends his main state appeal, Lanez could still try to petition the Supreme Court from California or pursue federal legal challenges through those options, or although those options are rare and difficult to win. So he probably gonna keep fighting, knowing him. But y'all know they tried everything. Y'all remember they said he got starved up. His daddy got out there doing all that damn hollering with that Beijing sprayed across his damn forehead. Just a lot. Screaming and hollering, saying they wanted him out. They just moved him to another prison so he would be safe. I think some gang got a hold of his ass while he was in there. But he's still been releasing music while he's in jail. Shout out to him for that, because the album was banging. But yeah, he still got to serve that 10-year prison sentence for the powwowing of Megan Thee Stallion. A lot of people thought that he did not do it. I know a lot of people are still saying free Tory, but according to the courts, they did rule that his appeal was denied. So he will serve the 10 years that he's been sentenced to. All right. So for anybody wondering, the leprechaun is still leprechauning. All right. Shout out to you, sir. Moving right along. Let's get into these Epstein files, because, baby, I knew Trump's ass had something to do with it, y'all. I knew it. When he was a Trump files, what are you talking about? That's him. Nigga, the files that you in. Let's get into it according to its own site. Let's get into this Epstein stuff. And then Ghislaine Maxwell with your lying ass, they should have gave you more time, okay? Because you knew that Trump was in on the mess as well and was in there trafficking as well with the little young girls, okay? Because you were supposed to be out there getting the young girls and bringing them back to Epstein and Trump and all the rest of these people that were doing their dirt with these girls. But let's get into this. Democrats really, come on. See, the Democrats are mad. Let me tell y'all how this shit came out. All right. The Democrats were forced when the government was shut down. And this is just my take. All right. So y'all know the government been shut down. They said it's the longest shutdown ever. I feel like the Democrats were backed into a wall and they did not want to vote the way they voted. So they were like, okay, bitch, since we know about these Epstein files, we're going to go ahead and release these hoes so that y'all can look bad out here. Okay. Yeah. So the Democrats, honey, released new Epstein emails allegedly mentioning Trump at his house with a SEX trafficking victim. So they said no response yet from the White House, of course. Bitch, what they going to say? If you want to hold emails out here, what is there to say? Okay. Now, Epstein, of course, is not here to take the rap anymore, but Trump is. So they like, bitch, you gonna back us in the corner and make us feel like we got to vote on this bullshit. And now everybody fussing at us saying that we the reason why the shutdown is like it is and healthcare is so motherfucking high. Okay, bitch. We got you. Epstein files for your ass. So let's get into it.
This morning, the bombshell release of what House Democrats say are emails to and from deceased convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, several referring to President Donald Trump by name. In an April 2011 email released by Democrats on the House Oversight Committee, lawmakers say Epstein wrote to his now convicted accomplice, Ghislaine Maxwell, 3 years after pleading guilty to sex crimes involving a minor, telling her, I want you to realize that dog that hasn't barked is Trump. Unnamed victims spent hours at my house with him. He has never once been mentioned. According to the released emails, Maxwell responds, I have been thinking about that. But this summer, in a recorded interview with the Department of Justice, Maxwell told Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche, the president's former lawyer, she never witnessed Trump act inappropriately.
I never witnessed the president in any inappropriate setting in any way. The president was never inappropriate with anybody. In the times that I was with him, he was a gentleman in all respects.
Shortly after that,
pause. Let me tell y'all what's going on here. Now, we know Epstein ain't here no more, right? Y'all know his case was getting ready to come up. A lot of people, when I say a lot of people, were getting ready to go down in this case. I feel like Epstein was going to sing like a canary because, bitch, I don't feel like he was made for prison. I feel like those few days, weeks that he was up in that bitch, he was like, you know what? I'm getting ready to cooperate. I feel like it was an inside job by way of somebody on the outside. There was some money that was paid. I feel like it was a hit on his life because they probably found out that he was getting ready to do some talking and he was getting ready to give up some names that probably did not need to be given up. I'm talking about some higher ups that did not want to see the inside of a prison cell. So his life was taken to keep other people protected. Okay, that's what I feel like. So Ghislaine Maxwell, I feel like this little testimony that you gave about not seeing Trump doing anything and that he was a total gentleman. I feel like you were coerced into saying that because originally you were cooperating. But I feel like somebody got to you and said, bitch, you might have shut your fucking mouth because you're going to be like your friend over there, Epstein, if you get to talking. Okay. So now she ain't so much cooperating. Now she ain't seen nothing. She don't know nothing. Oh, Trump. Oh, he's a gentleman. Really? That ain't what them emails said, though. Let's continue. Because she don't want her life taken. Because you know she's trying to get out of jail. They've been beating her ass in jail, too. She done had black eyes, bangs ripped out, and everything. Let's continue.
That interview, Maxwell was moved to a minimum security prison camp, prompting criticism she received special treatment. Committee Democrats also releasing this January 2019 email, where Epstein corresponds with author Michael Wolff less than 6 months before the financier would be charged again, this time with sex trafficking of minors. Discussing President Trump's repeated claim he kicked Epstein out of his Palm Beach club, Epstein writing, Trump said he asked me to resign. Never a member ever. Of course, he knew about the girls as he asked Ghislaine to stop. President Trump has denied any knowledge of Epstein's alleged crimes.
It's a hoax. It's started by Democrats.
After Epstein's arrest in 2019, Trump said he hadn't spoken with him in 15 years. And earlier this year, Trump claimed the reason he banned his one-time friend from Mar-a-Lago in the mid-2000s was because Epstein stole Trump's club staff, including young women.
He took people, and because he took people, I said, don't do it anymore. You know, they work for me. And he took, beyond that, he took some others. And once he did that, that was the end of him.
Sound like a little lie came in there. Usually if you're telling the truth, it just flows, right? When a bitch be lying, they got to stop and think of stuff. You hear that little pause, and there was where the lie was right there. But let's see.
I didn't like when they steal people. I don't like it.
And no response yet from the White House on the release of these emails. Meantime, right up here on Capitol Hill, in just hours, Speaker Mike Johnson will swear in Representative-elect Adelita Grijalva. The speaker has prevented her from 7 weeks now from taking her seat. She says one of her first orders of business will be signing that petition, providing the last signature it needs to force a vote on the House floor for the release of thousands of other pages of the Department of Justice's Epstein records. Once she does that, the clock starts ticking down to that vote, expected in the coming weeks, George.
Ghislaine Maxwell was moved to a minimum security prison, but I guarantee you she still has a bounty on her if she starts running her fucking mouth. You don't think so? That lady know a lot. She's the one who orchestrated most of this with Epstein. She did all the footwork. She got all the girls and brought the girls to the yard for all of these men and other constituents who flew into Epstein Island, at which you could only get there by plane and by boat. On or off the island. That's the only way to get on and off the island. If you guys did not see the Epstein documentary, I asked you to go and watch it. Oh, it was very eye-opening. I was just like, shit, I didn't know all this was going on. I mean, we heard about things about this whole Epstein stuff, but baby, when I watched the documentary, I was like, oh my God. Like, those girls went through some things. I told you about how one girl said that she was going through so much that they used her so much till she went to the edge of the island and just literally wanted to just jump in. She wanted to commit suicide because she was just that much depressed and that much scared. And she said that one of his people came and found her. Okay. And she was made to do things like night after night after night after, like they really used these young girls. Okay. But it was very sad. Go watch the documentary. I don't want to tell you, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff. I don't feel like the White House or anybody connected to Trump is saying anything right now because they're trying to figure out how to make this shit go away. Because remember, they were saying there are no Epstein files, there are no this, there are no, and now emails and all this shit coming out. Some of the girls who were victims, they're coming out saying, hey, they don't speak, guess what, we gonna speak. Now one of the girls who was a victim, okay, Virginia Gurfey, if that's how you say her last name, y'all know she's no longer here with us because she was hit by a bus. I know y'all don't think that was just a haphazard event or accident. It just happened to happen. You know, she had a book and she was also speaking and doing interviews. And all of a sudden now she's hit by a bus. Yeah, that was planned, I feel like, as well. But there's a lot that's coming out about this Epstein stuff, and I really hope that it continues to come out. But unfortunately, people are probably not going to be around to tell about it the more they continue to cooperate. That's usually how that shit works. All right, but we're going to continue as we get more updates. So will you. All right, moving right along. Y'all know how this shit work. Let's get into some child people going to jail out here and everything. Akon, honey. Akon got locked up, but they did let him out. Okay, he got locked up, honey. He had a warrant. They picked his ass up in Georgia. So Akon gets locked up in Georgia, honey, on a warrant, but he was released hours later. Let's get into what they're saying according to the Shade Room. All right, Akon done got locked up. According to reports, said that he was arrested in Georgia last week, but has since been released. Now, the DeKalb County Sheriff's Office says that the rapper was taken into custody last Thursday by Chamblee Police on an out-of-country warrant. Let me find out. It said that he was booked into jail and let out about 6 hours later. Details on the warrant was for, Details on the warrant, on what the warrant was for, rather, has not been released. Now I got to go dig it up because I'm nosy. Okay. But he was booked through the DeKalb County Sheriff's Office / jail. Okay. So it was an out-of-county or country warrant. Okay, so we got to go look that shit up and see what it's all about. But you guys do know that he is currently in the middle of a divorce from his wife, who's been married to for over 20-something years. He's had several wives, not of course on the record. It's kind of like a polygamy type situation. But his wife decided after 20-something odd years to divorce him, and she is definitely asking for a lot of money in this divorce as well. Millions. She might get it though, okay? Because you know, in certain states, countries, or whatever, if you married by, I think, like a 10-year mark. I know in California, if you married to your spouse and you make it to the 10-year mark, you're automatically due to half, right? So we'll see, child. We'll see, because she's asking for like in the double digits, the millions, child. So we'll see what happens. So Akon got locked up and he is out. Let's move along. D'Angelo, you guys know D'Angelo has passed away. His son has spoken out the very first time since D'Angelo's funeral / passing. We're going to go ahead and take a look at this. He is known on Instagram as Swavo Twain. He opens up about losing his parents. Y'all know his mother is Angie Stone. Of course, his father is D'Angelo. Let's go ahead and get into what he has to say. He says here, thanks for all of the love, support, and well wishes. The first time I said anything about it ever since. Okay. So let's get into what he has to say. Shout out to Shade Room.
Knowing about your father, like, and knowing your father's history and like where he come from, like, really getting an understanding for that is like monumental. My dad, he came down to Atlanta. He came and spent like 3 weeks with me down in Atlanta, man. Anything we ever missed, any questions I ever had, anything I wanted to ask him about, like anything, like we just had every conversation and every laugh and every moment, man. It really like just cleared my spirit, man. And that's the time I needed him like the most ever. He stood right there tall, like my best son. Like when my mama passed, I kind of like sat down and went hiding. Like I'm not hiding this time. Aww. Like, you know, my mom passed and left me with a lot of questions. After this funeral, I gained a lot of answers to things. I think that's like the number one difference. Like, everybody asks me how I'm feeling, like I feel like motivated. I feel like destined. You want to try a piece of this, bro? My sister gave me a piece of her. It was good. You like it? Oh God. Was it dry? We're going. Going. knowing about your father, like knowing your father's history and like where he come from, like
That's amazing to have Angie Stone as your mom and your dad as D'Angelo. That's some star power right there. He also is a musician, so he actually got that bug, the music bug, from his parents. So shout out to them, man. You got some serious pressure on you. But I'm happy that he's speaking out. You know, he said when his mother died, that was a lot for him. He's very close to his mom, Angie Stone. He said he went and sat down and kind of hid a little bit, and then he got a chance to be around his father for like a good 3 weeks prior to his passing. He was actually with his dad when he passed away. I was reading up, but shout out to him, man, that that he gets the healing that he needs. That's a lot to lose both parents in 1 year. Okay, 2025 has to probably be the worst year of his life to lose both parents. Okay, he's still healing over losing his mom, and then get the news of his dad passing away. Had to be a lot for him. So I can't imagine that. But prayers up for this young man. All right, that he continues to heal. I mean, you really never get over it. You just learn to deal with it and live with it. Okay, you really never get over losing a parent. I know I lost a parent. I lost my dad. You never get over that shit. Okay, holidays come around, you think about it, birthdays, all those things are going to come back and rehash those feelings. But you kind of you think about it, and you think about the good times, and you just keep going. That's all you can do. You can't sulk and be depressed and just lay in it, because that shit will overtake you. But you have to keep going. You have to keep going and remember all the good times. All right. They go for anybody out there. If you lost a loved one, a close person, family member, mother, you got to keep going. If you sulk in it and lay there and just cry and cry and cry, that shit will damage you. It really will. It will take you up out of here. Grieve, honey. All right, so let's get on to our next topic. Nicki Minaj. We've been hearing a lot about Nicki Minaj, child. Lord, I'm about tired of talking about her, just like I'm tired of talking about Krishan Rock. No, we do not have no Krishan Rock news today. Thank God. All right. Nicki Minaj's longtime lawyer abruptly dropped her after she battled $10 million defamation lawsuit from a fan who claims that she falsely accused him of stalking and mental illness. All right. Shout out to It's On Site. Yeah. Nicki Minaj's longtime attorney, Judge Burstein, has abruptly cut ties with her while she fights a $10 million defamation lawsuit filed by a man named Tamir Peak. Now, according to US Weekly, Burstein suddenly withdrew from representing the rapper without notice, forcing Nicki's new management company, the North Star Group, to ask the court for extra time to find new counsel. That don't sound right. For your attorney that's been with you since forever to just drop you without notice. Y'all know Nicki's been dealing with a lot of psychological stuff here lately. People were saying she was schizo. We don't know what happened behind the scenes, but her attorney was just like, yeah, I got to go. So Bernstein told US Weekly that he previously got Peak's first lawsuit thrown out in New Jersey, but declined to handle it again when Peak refiled in New York. He said that his decision had nothing to do with the case itself. Calling Peak's complaint entirely frivolous, and adding that he still has great affection and respect for Nicki. Said that the fan accuses Nicki for defamation over comments that she made during an April station head broadcast, claiming that she falsely accused him of criminal conduct and stalking. So she's in this huge lawsuit, $10 million. I hope she can figure it out. If she loses this, maybe you're going to owe him. Now, she's in another lawsuit as well, where one of her fans are also suing her for one of her properties. So, yeah, Nicki, everybody left and right suing her. She was trying to get a new album out. That's been thrown off the table. So it's giving that Rock Nation is saying, yeah, we're not putting your album out. So she's got a lot of shit going on behind the scenes. I don't know. Prayers up for you, child. That's all I can say. She's dealing with some stuff with her husband as well, some legal stuff, but she'll figure it out, child. She'll figure it out. Let's get into this crazy clown right here. Jaqueese. Why you put this picture out here, sir? I don't know, but honey, the people are saying that he's giving Shanae. He was trying to give sexy, but he's giving Shanae. Sir, no, sir. It is giving zesty Shanae. Okay, singer Jaqueese released this picture. I don't know if it was for some type of promo. Is he about to put a new album out? But they were saying, why the F is Jaqueese looking like Shanae from Martin? Child is giving zesty Shanae. Zesty Shanae is what it's giving. This face is giving. He's trying to say I'm sexy, but it's giving no. Okay, nice chain, but The facial expression and the way you got your hair up, like it's giving predator, zesty predator, if you will. It's giving zesty predator a little bit. I was like, what the fuck was he thinking with this picture? They said Jaqueese is a wild boy for this picture. To think that Deion Sanders' daughter saw him as being sexy. Y'all know he about this tall too, child. He a little short, little something. I think their baby might be taller than him. Okay, him and Deandra's baby might be taller than him now. He just turned 1. Yeah, child. But I was like, Jaqueese, what were you thinking? That's not set. Take that shit down. Okay, that's like a girl's hairdo. But yeah, it's giving zesty predator. Okay, zesty predator is what I'm getting. But the people say he's giving Shanae, so we'll go with Shanae too. This was a hot ass mess. But shout out to Jaqueese for thinking he's sexy because he not. All right, moving along. Oh, I don't want to see that no more, child. That scared me. What y'all think? All right, but that's our last topic. Okay, hold on. Let me calm the streets right quick. Make sure I ain't missed that before we go. Child, what was he thinking, y'all? He really thought that was sexy, didn't he? No, honey, no. That scared me. Well, I really gotta pray. I gotta pray tonight before I go to sleep for real. Child, I'm be having nightmares over that look. Oof, child. I'll be having some serious nightmares behind that look. It's the way he was looking, like he just knew his ass was sexy. Ugh. All right, let's see. Do we have anything else? Let's make sure. Before we get up off here, child, I'm gonna hit you guys one more again. Okay, we're gonna give y'all one more again, which is 5. Let me hit y'all one more time. I'll try to come back at like 7:30. All right, so yeah, we're gonna leave it there. Back to my main screen. Thank y'all for being here. All right, somebody says zesty sugar britches. So you sound better late today. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit better. Okay, y'all see me, I'm real giggly, and yeah, I'm feeling better. I'm still got a little cold still, but my tummy feels a little better. My appetite is getting better. So yeah, I'm getting there, y'all. I usually have a good immune system to where when I do get sick, I don't stay sick long. So I'm able to get my stuff in me, what I need. I stay up on my vitamins and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm on my vitamin C, all that, y'all. It's just, y'all know it takes time. When you have a cold or a virus, sometimes it takes a while for that stuff to get through your system. But I don't stay down long. Okay, I don't. But I'm getting there, honey. And I told y'all, most of the time when I don't feel well, you never know it because I still get on here and still try to give y'all a good show. So yeah. But thank y'all. Okay, I appreciate y'all for coming over. Thank y'all for supporting the video. Please don't forget to like the video. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of rest as well. Thank y'all. I see the love. I see it. Thank y'all. But please don't forget to tap on the like for me. Also subscribe to the channel. Also go ahead and share the video and comment on the video as well. Okay. Thank you to my top flight mods, Truth TV Podcast, Tower, KBR, Sweet Essence, Scorpion Miss, and Rose Armstead. Okay, thank you guys so much. Also to all the content creators, you guys know who you are in the chat. I appreciate you all. I will see you guys later. All right, again, don't forget to like the video. Until the next one, bye.
I wake up every minute with the fever dreams. I push my mind to a limit where it needs to feed. I work blind, got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know I leave them all hating like a hobby. I'm out here making moves like a lobby. And if you ain't with me, it's your lossy. I got my mind on the facts, I'm a python, grab what I like real fast. Choke until I have everything I attack, everything that I lack, everything that I want, and I see, matter of fact. Cause I'm my own worst enemy. Only if I let it be. I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every morning I wake up obsessed and everything I do the best. And deep within my mind you know I'll always manifest it.